Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Turing Complete. It is by Levelhead and is in early access, just came out in early access on Steam and is currently 20 bucks US. This is a programming puzzle game, and you guys know that I kind of really like my programming puzzle games. This one has a bit of a twist, though. Apparently, all the puzzles will eventually build upon one another, and you'll actually build a complete computer out of it, like an emulated computer, out of all the different components there. So I wanted to kind of jump in and take a look at it, see what it's like, and see what we can do here. As per usual, I'll time box this, give it 30 minutes and see what it does, and we'll start the timer now. Congratulations, you've been abducted. All right. We are testing you. The rules are simple. Build a functional computer or you will be. Good luck. All right. Signal flows from the in component to the out component. In the upper left corner under input, there's a green icon. Click on it to turn the in component. Notice the out component is turned off because the signal stopped flowing from the in component. We're very impressed with how well you completed the last test. There's a site you are probably not a plant. In this level, the challenge is to figure out how the NAND component works. Be sure to figure it out before you complete this level, or you'll get stuck next level. Now let's get a. Sounds like I moved the sound volume up, but like it. There we go. So NAND gates. So these are just like regular computer programming. Well, not even program. These are computer architecture things. So if the basically opposite of an and, so instead of both things having to be green, kind of a logical not and sort of thing. Anyway, so input 1 and input 2 are red. We do this, right? So we got at least one of them is on. Get output, but if both of them are on, you don't get any. So that's the whole point of that. Whereas a regular AND is like both inputs have to be on to get an output, not AND or an AND. So one or the other, your output is green. So this one is so for both of those, or actually the absence of it will, I think, gives you output, right? So that red, that. Actually, no, it's up. Both of them are on. Don't get anything. One or the other is off. Get stuff. Oh, and actually, if both of them are off, still get an out. Right. Right. It's everything except for an. This would be the only thing that would be on in an and for an and, everything else, every other pattern is on. There you go. Correct. You have unlocked the NAND gate. With this component, you can build everything else in the computer. Okay. Now that you unlocked the NAND gate, it is time for you to build a circuit. Last level, you made the table that described the circuit. In this level, you build the circuit that matches the table. Using NAND gates, build the NOT gate. So build a NOT. And right. Okay. So, so want here it is. And then, so we want it to be a not. So if there's no input green, there is input the so want why put it here? That so actually no, we want no. We only need to connect one. We want that. We want the output. Want the output to be right. So it would so when there's no, I think through here, when there's no the output, when the input's low, red, we want the output to be high. So then that means, yeah, so the output will be high on this one. High. Step when both circuits are high. Flash. I have to get rid of that flash. Because I think through here, having stuff flashing in your face, bad design. So I do. I'm already like electrical engineering. Never my strong suit here. So we want to not. We want to. My brain to actually start working. So we want, in order to get a not, we want it to be the opposite of what's the opposite of what's coming. So if it's low or red, then it would be green going out. Which it would be for a NAND regardless, right? The only time we want it to be red is if input by green, which means that both, right? So I think I had that right. Like that, right? Pretty sure that, right? Yeah, of course I was overthinking, but that's pretty much the way that worked. Yeah. Okay. Logic. Arithmetic memory, CPU architecture, yeah. All the steps. Programming, architecture, functions, assembly challenges. Wow. Wow. All right. Those three. Earthling creatures are truly an unruly barbaric lot. Worst of all were your cousin species, the other 8. One very rude representative was disqualified for destroying expensive test equipment. Not to disqualify you since you're only distant family, but I would advise you to be ashamed nonetheless. succeed in this next test, you'll have to learn how to place components in circuitry while not destroying testing. Okay. So input 1, input 2. Is that's on. All right. So oh, inputs are so 1, 2 are low, high. So we have a. I mean, that's basically just pretty much the definition of a knot. So okay. We have, but you get to participate in our glorious tests. You get a chance to communicate with very advanced people from the galactic civilization. If you win, you get to participate in the Emperor's Parade. Okay, so we got 2 inputs. Want so if both inputs are low, we want the output to be low. One or the other. High. So basically, this is a. So I think this is a combination of both the knot and end. So yeah, basically picking and right and keep forgetting right. Put a knot in front of it in the gate and do it. Okay. So like green for that one. So that one, green for the other one, green for the other. So got NAND and they show you the outputs up here. They're opposite for the most part. Basically, they want trying to or try and get an org. If one or the other or both are true, then output is true. So, oh, and it even says it up here, org. I didn't read that up at the top of the screen. So, and this is the funny thing is there's a whole thing where uh, you can make computers out of just like a NAND. There's actual or you know theory that you can make everything and a knot kind of doing that way. A little bit more difficult to envision. Uh, so I think I have it. So this goes into so suppose it go. Maybe I put a knot here. Doesn't not really that. This whole I remember reading stuff about. Well, like I said, I've never been very good at the whole Turing thing. Uh, I'm decent at the logic thing, but engineering, not logic stuff. Um, and for some reason, my brain is not working anyway. I work. So thing, right? Just the opposite. Yeah. Um, but so I put that into. I pump that into a spec. That fulfilling is good, but all right. Yeah. Like it gets two out, but not the. I only have, no. No, it's always high now. It so when I did right, I get the first one I got. First and last one's problematic. But if I'm better, I don't think changing it. Yeah, no, gave it the wrong thing in the center first. Um, kind of that. Yeah, and what kills me the most about this is, again, I remember reading this stuff, and I should notice into this because I read about it, but I can never remember anything so long ago how that worked. I have a feeling that it has to do with NAND. Or I mean, it could be. It could be a. Something. It was some like brain teaser that they put together. Yeah, that's what it was. Or yeah. I don't want to discourage you, but I think the large gray creature with the trunk and the large ears is going to win. No offense, but your brain is tiny in comparison. Don't worry, I am your guide, and I will do my best to help you. Also, conceding involves a large amount of paper. It's a circuit that matches. So, still have Nand and knots here. Um, so it's the reverse of an AND gate. So we have an AND gate. We want an AND gate. And that hopefully is straightforward at this point. But yeah, there we go. To be honest, we're not actually here to find another species to have conversation. Actually, you're all contestants in a reality show called Are You Smarter Than a Fling Flip? Part about winners going to the Emperor's Parade and losers getting eaten was true, though. As your guide, I'm sorry I shouldn't have lied. I just didn't want to hurt you. Oh, so now they have all the gates. Okay. So they want the input is low, they want high. Input's high, they want high. So that's basically a yeah, and right, feed both. Just feed the input um, into just one side of it. Don't feed the other side, right? If I'm not mistaken. There you go. You have unlocked the on component. Since its signal is constant, it doesn't cost any nang. Yeah, there we go. As you know, these tests culminate in building a functioning computer. Species that are capable of finishing are considered sentient by law. The main reason we don't eat you afterward. Output green, output high on a second pick home. Pick home. Um, high on the second pick home. So, oh, hmm. So a nor is high, and neither input is available. Or, but in this case, one input of green. So, hmm. So that's interesting. Hmm. So it should be building on things that we have, but we don't think though to do with on. That's always high. So I don't see how that work and like just for the second tick. Um, my brain's already hurt that here. I guess so. Some cascade of thing that just that like I basically have to make it so that the second tick. Uh, slow. So sort of a almost an F. So I think on definitely comes into play, only for input two. If I put on that would be input two. We basically have to say an input low. So I mean, maybe it doesn't have to. I would think that they just introduced it. Um, so then I do a nor, but do it low. This one not give low output always, which would then I mean it comes down to actually have because what I basically have to do in the second case here, I have to drag input one low. Um, right, because we have and which is the closest thing that we've got what they want for the output. Obviously, the last output not correct, but I suppose a NAND is probably because it's got 3 greens and 1 red. It's not that. Problem is, which is problem is that so when you put 1 to our high, already hit green here. I'm sure someone who's really good at logic gates and stuff probably slap in their forehead. Like, how does he not? I mean, there's NOR, right? Which which could be triggered, right? Because it's only high with both outputs or both inputs. So my original thought was if I put a NOR there, when input 2 is low, then that and the on high. Now I would need both be low for signal. Doesn't if they're both low. I have a feeling it has to think this one through a little bit more. So input right. This would work for the last 2 inputs. Doesn't part got so when input 2 is low, there's only one special case. Input 2 is low, and otherwise, it don't wait the output. So then, really, it's got to be in, right? So I do input 2 and end it with input 1. I feel like put 1 back, right? I mean, I kind of does drives, but well, if I did an add, okay, and I did it with 1 get, right? I don't fine. Yeah. So Yeah, I am very, very. This one has. I feel like the on comes into play here, and it's kind of like pair on input 2, put an and there, right? Something like this. One there, 2 go there. Or not and, and but you have to green for like it's almost an or, but not quite. I have to drag it. I have to drag it low. Right? Innovate. Which I could set up. Only on the second tick thing. What's getting right? All right. Well, my friends, I didn't get quite as far as I wanted to, as I thought I would get there. It's quite the brain teaser, and I like what they're doing. The interface could use just a little bit of work. Like I feel like it should automatically detect that I'm, rather than having to click on the drawing tool to make a line, make a circuit there. I feel like it automatically detect over a circuit end, give me drag out a circuit just from the endpoint. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's an extra click in there that they could probably get rid of. But yeah, it's certainly interesting how they're doing it. I remember there being articles and stuff about how NAND gates and not stuff combined much larger, much more uh, complicated circuits and to bring in all the other gates without actually using the gate that stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. This whole thing in general, I is being a really cool idea. I like how they're introducing different pieces. And I like that there's kind of like a little story mode sort of running through it. So in general, I'd say this is pretty cool. Oh, I never took the full screen down. I never made it full screen for you guys. Oh well. I mean, there wasn't much on what you've seen. But yeah, there we go. That my friends, been Turing complete. It is by Levelhead and is in early access right now on Steam, currently for $20 US. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.